Alright, welcome back to Math Families. For today's lesson, we are looking deeper at regrouping in order to count more quickly and more efficiently. Our job today is, I can make 10 to add when an addend is 8. So that sounds very confusing. I'll show you very shortly what I'm talking about. Let's go straight into our warm-up. For our warm-up today, we are doing happy counting by fives. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, my friends, for our happy counting by fives warm-up, I want you to pay close attention to our beads as we count. You'll notice that 10 is an entire set of beads, and half of that is 5. So, as we're counting by fives, I want you to pay attention to the color of the beads. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and look, my friends, that's already 4 rows of 10 each. 45, 50, 5 rows, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 10 perfect rows of 10. Great job, my friends. Alright, my friends, let's go straight into the vocabulary review. Sum. Sum is the total or whole when adding. Associative property. Associative property explains that the sum of 3 or more parts remains the same no matter how it is grouped. Equation. Equation describes two number sentences that equal each other. Alright, my friends, let's go ahead and begin our starter problem. Read with me or in your head as I read out loud to you. Stacy made 6 drawings. Matthew made 2 drawings. Tim made 4 drawings. How many drawings did they make all together? Remember, my friends, great mathematicians, we always go back and reread the problem so we know exactly what we are doing. Stacy made 6 drawings. Matthew made 2 drawings. Tim made 4 drawings. How many drawings did they make all together? Based off of our question, I think that they are asking us to solve for the total or the whole. Now let's go back to the beginning so that we can begin drawing our picture. Stacy made 6 drawings. Let's go ahead and draw 6 and set it up using our 5 groups. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. Matthew made 2 drawings. So let's go ahead and draw 1, 2, and Tim made 4 drawings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Now talk with a friend or a family member about which strategy you would use to solve this problem. Then we will do it together. Alright, my friends, welcome back. Were you also thinking of using the make 10 strategy? Me too. So let me go ahead and show you how I'm choosing to make 10. I'm choosing to make 10 between 6 and 4 because off the top of my head, I know that 6 and 4 make 10. 6 is also the bigger part, so it makes it a little bit easier. All right, let's go ahead and group 6 and 4, and I know that that makes 10. So I have 10 in this pile. How many do I have in this pile? Great job, I have 2. So my new number sentence is going to be 10 and 2, which equals, because 10 is a friendly number, 10 and 2 equal 12. Great job, my friends. Now let's put our eyes on the third box with the 2 addition number sentences here. We are going to start with our original number sentence that they gave us, which was 6 to represent Stacy, 2 to represent Matthew, and 4 to represent Tim. Now, our new number sentence that we regrouped is 10 and 2, which we know equals 12. Associative property tells us that the sum of 3 parts remains the same no matter how it is regrouped. So we took 6, 2, and 4 and regrouped it to make 10 and 2. The associative property tells us that 6 plus 2 plus 4 is also going to equal 12. It's also going to equal 12 because we did not add any new parts. We also didn't subtract any new parts away. So, therefore, 6 plus 2 plus 4 must be the same thing as 10 plus 2. That means that they both have the same total or whole. Now let's go ahead and put our eyes on the last box. Our question asked us, how many drawings did they make all together? And we always use complete sentences to answer questions. Stacy, Matthew, and Tim made 12 drawings altogether. Drawings is our unit because it's the thing that we're counting. And 12 is our solution. It's also our total or our whole. Great job, my friends. Let's go ahead and go straight into the teacher model. For our teacher model today, I brought to you a short story. So read with me or in your head as I read out loud to you. Peter has 8 books and Willie has 5. How many books do they have all together? Remember, my friends, great mathematicians, we always go back and reread the problem no matter what. So let's go ahead and do that. Peter has 8 books and Willie has 5. How many books do they have all together? What do you think the question is asking us to solve for? Go ahead and tell a friend or a family member and then explain why you think that. Great job. Welcome back, my friends. Were you also thinking that they were asking us to solve for the whole or the total? Great job. Me too. And I know that because I see the word all together. That tells me that I'm usually going to be solving for the whole or the total. All right, my friends, what is the expression that we can use to solve this problem? Great job. 8 plus 5. On the screen, you can see all the different ways that we can use to solve 8 plus 5. We can use count on, we can use make 10 with 5 groups, and make 10 with the bigger part. Today, I'm going to show you all 3 strategies to solve the same problem. So let's go ahead and begin with our count on strategy. Just like you see on your screen, go ahead and put 8 in your head. Remember, for count on, it's much easier to use the bigger part to count on. So we're going to put 8 in our head, and we're going to count on 5 more. Ready? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Great job, my friends. So count on has shown us that Peter and Willie have 13 books together. Now let's go ahead and try the same problem but using make 10 with 5 groups. So watch me. I have 8 plus 5, which is the same number sentence that we decided on earlier. However, now I'm going to break 8 up into 3 and 5. What do you think I'm going to do next if I'm going to make 10 with 5 groups? Go ahead and talk to a friend or a family member. Alright, welcome back my friends and families. If you were thinking that I was going to group 5 and 5 together, you thought correctly. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to group 5 and 5, and then I'm going to write 10. Because I know that 5 plus 5 equals 10. So 10 is in one pile, and then in my other pile I have how many? 3. Great job. Before I write down the total, I'm going to show you what I did. Now using linking cubes, let me go ahead and show you what we just did in the expression. My blue blocks here represent Peter's 8 books. My 5 cubes here represent Willie's 5 books. So I'm going to do exactly what I did here in the expression. I'm going to take 5 from Peter's 8 stack here. I regrouped and took 5 from Peter's 8 books and joined it with another 5 group. So I have 5 and 5, so 10, a 10 frame in one pile and 3 in the other pile. Great, so our total or our whole is still what? 13. Great job. I'm finding out, and you're also finding out, that we are getting the same total with different strategies. Alright, now go ahead and put your eyes on the last column here. Next, I'm going to go ahead and make 10. Alright, my friends, which two numbers do you think I'm going to group together to make 10? Welcome back. Great job. Were you also thinking 8 and 2? Good job, my friends. I definitely was. So 8 and 2 I know make 10. So we have 10 in one pile. And then how many do we have in the other pile? 3. Great job, my friends. So that tells me that I'm also going to have a total or a whole of 13. Because 10 is such a friendly number. Now, go ahead and put your eyes down into the linking cubes. I'm going to show you what I did differently this time to make 10 with the bigger part. Alright, my friends, so the picture just changed. Go ahead and take a look at our linking cubes now. I kept Peter's 8 blue links the same, so they represent his 8 books. I kept that the same, and then I broke up the 5 into 3 and 2, just like we did here. I took 2 and I added it to the 8 in order to make a 10 frame. So we have 10 in this group, and then how many do we have in this group? We have 3. Great job. So 10 and 3 gives me 13, just like we figured out earlier. Go ahead and take a look at both pictures. What do you notice? What do you see? Go ahead and tell a friend or a family member, and then we will finish up. Alright, my friends, welcome back. So let's go ahead and finish up, because now we confirmed that all 3 ways gave us 13. So if our question reads, how many books do they have altogether? We are going to finish it with a complete sentence. Peter and Willie have 13 books all together. And we triple checked that, so great job on us. 13 is our solution. It's also our total or our whole. Books is our unit because it's the thing that we're counting. Great job, my friends. I think you guys are totally ready to try this on your own. I want you to keep these 3 reminders in your head as you're working through the worksheet and the problems. Click the link in the description box below to access the worksheet. Don't worry about printing it. Just write down the problems on the worksheet and solve it on your own the best that you can. You may ask an adult for help, or you may rewatch the video to help you complete the work.